See, people don't know Jon like I know him. Like, you know, the Italian and all that. When you talk about Jon Jon, this is how I see you, Jon.
Where the fuck you get off talking to people about me behind my back going over my head?
What people?
What people would you think? I wasn't gonna find out?
Jon Jon, I'm from Staten Island, New York. Been riding since the early 80s, but street bikes, late 90s, mid 90s. 1983, I had a Suzuki JR50, first bike. Then after that, I had a PW80, and I think it was in 85. My mother hated the bikes. She still hates the bikes. She hates them. I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, she bought them, but nah, she knows. I mean, listen, times changed now from 20 years ago, so, you know, I calmed down a lot myself, but I still enjoy to ride every day.
What was your interaction with police?
Oh, I was never stopped for nobody back then.
Police?
Yeah, but you know what? Back then it was a different time too, because it ain't the way it is now with the dirt bikes and everything else. They really didn't. I mean, they gave chase, but it wasn't like that. You know, not the way it is now. But we weren't stopping for nobody back then. I wouldn't stop for nobody now. Even though I was living in Staten Island at that time, I spent all my time in Brooklyn and Flatlands Avenue. I mean, that's East New York. I mean, there was all types of people there. I never really looked at anybody because of their color or their race. I mean, everybody was out there. It was a different era then. You know, even though, like, you know, we stirred the pot on, you know, trying to be better than everybody else, but it was all out of love. It was never like trying to be mean to nobody. It was just a different era. It was just everybody just having a good time. Like I said, there was all types of people out there, and we always got along with everybody for the most part. Guys are really setting the bar higher and higher. Every time I look at videos, I just can't believe what they're doing now, especially with the two strokes. They're doing all types of crazy things. And I love the sport and I love what they're doing, but I just think that the respect level, it's not the way it used to be. I think it's more disrespectful now. People got love for each other, but I don't think that they really grasp. This is our sport. We're all trying to do the same thing, you know? Nobody should be trying to knock each other down or, you know, friendly battle, yeah, but I think people take it too far now when you see things on Instagram. To me, it sounds a little, you know, too much like nonsense.
Well, I think I give a shout out to my baby mama, my baby daddy, everybody.
You know what, as a friend, I mean, Paulie was like my brother. So, you know, I named my son after him. So, I mean, at that point in my life, you know, I wasn't riding too much to begin with, but I still had bikes. And I sold everything after he passed away. You know, I couldn't even ride a bike for probably 3-4 years after the fact. I mean, you know, losing him like that was like, you know, it was a shock to everybody. And to this day, it's almost 10 years and it still bothers me. You never get past it, you know? Especially when you got so many great memories together, you know? It's like every time you think about something, it reminds you of, you know, of that person. He'd definitely be doing some banshee work, I'll tell you that. He'd definitely be on behind a computer somewhere stirring the pot on Instagram, that's for damn sure.
Stirring the pot.
If he wasn't on Jersey Shore. Listen, he was a big part of my life and he was a big part of, you know, the Wheelieboyz. He's definitely missed every day, and I don't know, I'd probably maybe do more riding now if he was around, you know, because I'm sure he would want to be riding. You know what, I don't consider myself actually, I don't even like cameras. I get embarrassed with everything, but I'm just happy to be still riding at this point in the game. I mean, from the dirt bikes when I was a kid, I'm gonna have to say I'm probably 36 years at this point. But, you know, riding street bikes and in the street and everything, it's definitely 20 plus. Definitely makes me feel good that people still remember me, you know, at this point in the game, because like I said, there is a lot of people that are doing their thing, and, you know, who am I? But it definitely feels good, you know, the sport's come a long way, and I'm very grateful that everybody, you know, remembers me and, you know, what I used to do back in the day with the street bikes and whatnot. I just love to come together with everybody that has the same passion that I have, and that's the bike. Like I said, I'm very humble. I don't look at myself like that.
Yo, nobody was doing stoppies on the Banshees until y'all was doing them back then. So, to me, you're forever a legend. You're forever my brother. I just love the bond that we have, man. And, you know, coming from a very diverse city like New York, where it is, where Italians are supposed to be cool with the black people and all that, I've never seen it out of him. I've never seen it out of him at all, ever. His boys is my boys. Rest in peace to Paulie. But Jon, I love you. You're a legend for life, man. Wheelieboyz forever, yo.